Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now I'm going to continue my code from the previous two methods. That was the show score and the start game. Show score was just showing the scores if we attempted any of our turn, or any of if we attempted or picked any number from the list. If we haven't attempted anything, then it will return nothing. Now another method was the start game, where we initialized our attempts with 0 because there was no attempt. The player hasn't picked any number, so we initialize attempts with 0. Now we are picking the random number from 0 1 to 10, and we are saying that hello traveler, welcome to the game of guesses. Okay, now here the player, we will ask first the name of the player from the which will be the input. We will take the name of the player as an input, so we will ask the user what is your name, and we will ask the player first that if you want to play the game, then enter yes. If you don't want to play the game, then enter no. If the player say yes, then print that's cool, thanks. And if it doesn't say yes, that if the player doesn't want to play, then show us the scores, the amount of attempts he attempted, so return us the score of the attempts, which is the show score, which was the method we used above. Now we will use a while loop. While wanna play dot lower is equals to yes, so return us, it will return in the loop. Like if the player wants to play, then print these statements, the number of times we will give the condition in the statement, in this loop. So try guess is equals to input int pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay, now we are taking the guess as an input from the user, that we are asking the user that you have to take, if you want to play the game, then you will start picking a number, or you will make a guess between 1 and 10. So we are just taking this from a user, that if you want to play the game, then pick any number from 1 to 10, and we are giving the condition that if the guess or the number user picked is less than 1 or greater than 10, because the range is between 1 and 10, so it will return us the error. So if guess is less than 1 or guess is greater than 10, then raise value error okay, please guess a number within the given range. So now what we are doing here, this is a method, or we can say a function, which we use to, if there is an error, we use like try and catch blocks. Try is used to detect the error, and catch is used to catch the error and handle the errors. So here we are using this. If we are putting this statement inside the try block, like if the user enter the number between 1 and 10, it's all right. But if the user entered the number less than 1 or greater than 10, it will raise an error, which will be the value error. There are a number of errors, like arithmetic errors, value errors, or out of range error. So these are all errors. So we will use the value error here, because the number is an integer number, so it will raise the value error, and it will print that please guess a number within the given range. Now I'll say attempts plus equals to 1, because initially the attempts was 0, because the player hasn't attempted any of the turn, or the player hasn't picked any number, so attempts was 0. Now the player started playing game and player started picking up the numbers, so attempts will be increased gradually plus 1, or attempts will be incremented by 1. And attempts list dot append append all the attempts the player has attempted. Now now okay, sorry to interrupt. um Now what I'll do here, I'll just okay, I have to take care of the syntax and indentation. So I'll say if guess is equals to random number print nice, you you got it. Okay, and as I already initialized my number random numbers between 1 to 10 range. If the number is between 1 to 10, then it will print the value statement that nice, you got it. Otherwise it will print, and no, it will also print that f comma it took you how many attempts, like you have, it took how many attempts to guess the number. Attempts, okay. And wanna wanna play is equals to input. Again it will ask that you have picked the random number from 1 to 10, and it took you dash attempts to pick the number. And wanna play is again asking the user that if you wanna play or not. So would you like to play again? We are asking that would you like to play again or not. Enter yes or no. Okay, now if wanna player dot lower is equals to, okay, wanna play dot lower is not equal to yes. And if the player say no, I don't wanna play, then what we have to do is print that's cool, you have a good one. Okay, now what we are saying here, what we are saying here, the player wants to play again the game or not. If the player wants to play the game, then it will continue entering the number, or it will continue picking up the numbers. And if the player don't want to play again, just we have to print that that's cool, you have the good guess. Now what we are saying, we are just breaking our here break. What is this? Why is it giving it like this? That's cool, you have a good one. Break. What is the error here? Is there any error? Let me check. There you have a good one. Detached line. Unterminated string. Literal detached line. Okay. Now there is no error. Okay. Now what we have to do else attempts is equals to again if the user want to play the game again, so attempts will initially be 0, random number is equals to random dot random int from 1 to 1 comma 10. Okay, and it will return us the scores of the attempts, and continue this. Okay, continue this. Else if sorry else if I'm using else if here guess is greater than the random number. If we and if the player guess the number which is greater than the random number, for example 1 2 1 and 2, the guessing number will be the this is oh I'm really sorry, this is not the range, this is the numbers that we have to guess. For example, we provided the guessing numbers which is 1 and 10, and if the player enter any guess number greater than the random number which is 1 and 10, then it will return us the print it's lower, and otherwise else if guess is less than random number. If the guess is what is guess is less than the random number, then print it's HHHER, it's higher. Now I'll tell what it's mean. For example, if the guessing number is 1 and 2, 1 and 10, and if the player enter any guess number greater than the random number. For example, if the player enter 2, which is the greater than guessing number is 1, so it will print the guess number is lower, like it's giving the player a hint that the guessing number is lower. And if the guess number is greater than the random number and the random number is 1 and 10, for example, if we print 0, so it will give us the hint that the guessing number is higher, for example 1 2 10. Okay, it's giving us the hint. So we are here except value error as error, print as the if there will be any error, print as oh no, that not a that is not a valid value, you have to try again. Okay, and print the error. What we are saying here, the value error which we used, which we raised above, like if we play, where was it? Here, if we guess any number less than 1 and guess any number greater than 0, then it will raise an error that your number is not within the range. Okay, like we have to be in our range. For example, 1 and 10, 1 and 10 is our range. Like we have to guess any number between the 1 and 10, and our guessing number is 1 and 10 only. So what we are saying here, like in this statement, in this if statement, we are just saying that we have to be in our range, like which is 1 and 10. And what we are saying here, and if our number, guessing number, is greater than the random number, which is 1 and 10, so we will say it's lower. We are giving just a hint, and we are saying that the value error is an error. Any variable you can write here. We are saying that if the value error comes, you have to print, oh no, that's not a valid try, you have to try again, and print the error. Now if name is equals to start again. Okay, if the main method comes, or main list come, then the player has to start, or the game has to start again. Now we will run the code. Let me check. Start again. Again, not starter. Start game. Start game was the method we here. Start game. It will start the game again. Okay. It's giving us the previous array. Let me write this code here. Continue. Okay. They are saying that this is the pending input. We have to remove this. We have to delete this. Okay. Now, why are they saying this? Where are the pending inputs? Easy to avoid करने दे. In the pending. Let me check. If I put this code, Control C, leave the, and if I put this here, wait, now run. Okay, now they are asking for a name. For example, Ali. They are asking me if I want to play the game or no. If I say yes, it will ask to pick a number between 1 and 10. Okay, if I picked 5, it will say it's higher, because as I said here, if a guessing number is less than the random number, and the random number is 1 and 10, and here it's considering the random number as 10, so it's giving us a hint that enter the number greater than 5. So it's giving the hint that random number is greater than 5. For example, if I say 6, it's again say 7, 8, 9. And if I say I have completed my 5 attempts, yes. And if I say here my random number is 10, now it will say it's lower. If I say my random number is 1, it's higher. Now there it will continue till I reach my any random number. For example, 5, 1. It took the fire, you took the noise, you got it. Okay, it took you 5 attempts. Would you like to play again? Yes. The current high score is, now it's here returning us the score of attempts. Now the current highest score is 1. We are saying that the current highest score of the first attempt is 1 attempt is they are giving us. Now if I say 3, they will again ask and ask because we have attempted more than 10. Invalidity for int with base 10. So try again. 1. It will say it's higher until we reach our guessing number. Until we guess our. Now say that school you have a good one, because we are saying here the way I entered 0, they said because the attempts were 0 and the random number is 1 and 10, 1 and 10, here we said that if the guess number is 1 less than 1 or the greater than 10, if I enter here, for example, Ahmed, and if I say no, it will return us that you don't want to play the game. I hope you understand the this guessing game, how we do this.